In this video, we are going to learn how to add a column to a data frame and how to delete a column from the data frame and how to rename a column. Alright, so these are the three topics of discussion for today. So here is an example in front of you for deleting a column, for adding a column firstly, and let us execute this code in Python and try to understand. I'll just copy this uh, code and we will execute in Python. I'll have to add one more line here, which is very important. Import pandas as PD. I'll just increase the size of this screen. Import pandas as PD. Now here we are creating a data frame. Alright. I'll firstly show you the how the actual data frame looks. And I'm just making these two statements remark initially. So these will not execute now. And we will just print the data frame first, just to see how the data frame looks. So let us run this code. You see, this is the data frame created. There are two columns, A and B, and these are the values. Now we have to add one more column, that is C. Alright, so again we will re-execute this code, and this time we will add one more column. So the C C is a list, simply 7, 8, 9. These are the values, and we are going to add this to the data frame. So what are we doing here? If you see, this is the small c, and the name that we are going to give to the new column is capital C. Here in place of C you can use any, it may be anything. Alright, so it's better if I use a different name for it. Let us say data. Alright, data. So we are going to add this column, data column, to this data frame. So one more column should be added with these values 7, 8, 9, and the column name will be C. Alright, and then we again print it. So this I'll remove from here, and after addition of the column I'll print it. So now one more, this statement will add one more column C, and this will print the data frame. So now you see the C, one more column has been added. Alright, so it's a very simple method. You have to write the name of the data frame, and the column name that you want to add, it should be in quotes, and whatever data you want to assign. So here it is a list, it can be a series or anything else also. Alright, it's up to you. Now we have learned how to simply add. So this will be added at the end here, right side. This column will be added at the right side. If you want to insert in between, then there is a different method for that, which is called insert. But insert we are not going to discuss here at the moment. Alright, so now let us move on to the next thing, how to delete a column. Alright, so for deleting a column we will discuss del statement and pop function. Alright, so these are very simple techniques for deleting a column. Please remember, we are going to delete a column, not a row. So you have to remember that. So let us see the column that we have added recently. We want to delete it. Alright, so how to delete it. Let us see the code. Del data frame name is df, and the column that we are going to delete is C. Alright, and if you remember, this del statement we have used for list also. It's a very common statement. So now let me execute it. So this has executed silently. Alright, there is no output. So now if I try to print it, print, or simply I can write df. You need not write print statement in Jupyter. Alright, so directly you can print it. So if you print it now, you see C is dropped. C is deleted. The C column is deleted. So we have column A and B. Alright. So similarly, we can use the pop method. So this pop has also been used with list, and the syntax is same. So let us try this pop df.pop, and this time we are going to pop column B. Alright. So when you run it, this has returned the column which is dropped. So that is why it is showing the output. यहाँ पर अगर आप देखेंगे तो जो कॉलम ड्रॉप हुआ है, ये वाला कॉलम ड्रॉप हुआ है यहाँ पे 4 5 6 कॉलम बी, तो इस फंक्शन ने उसको रिटर्न किया और ये स्क्रीन पे आपको दिखाई दे रहा है. ठीक है. नाउ यू सी द एक्चुअल डेटा फ्रेम. अगर मैं इसको प्रिंट करूं, so b is also dropped, so now you have only a left. Alright, so this is how you can drop a column or delete a column. So you have two techniques. One is del statement and the second one is pop. और del और pop का यूज हम लिस्ट के साथ भी कर चुके हैं. बिल्कुल उसी तरीके से ये यूज होते हैं. इसमें कुछ नया नहीं है. ठीक है. तो आइए अब देखते हैं कि हाउ टू rename a column. So for renaming a column, we will be using rename method. So this is rename. This rename is a predefined method, and let us try to rename. So if you see the rename, I'll just remove it and rename function. So df is the data frame name whose column you want to rename, then rename is the method, and columns equal to, you have to specify a dictionary, and in this dictionary A means the column that we want to rename, and what will be the new name? The new name will be, let us say the new name will be X. Alright, and if you want to rename multiple columns, so with comma you can specify the next column name and then the new name, and in the same fashion you can rename multiple columns with one command. Alright, so now let us try it. When you apply it, you see the column name has been renamed to X. Earlier it was A and now it is showing X, so it has been renamed. But if you try to print the data frame again, this is showing A. That means this created a copy of the column and displayed it with a new name, but actually the renaming is not done in the data frame. So for that you have to do a small change in the code. When you are writing this code here, you will have to add one more parameter, that is in place equal to true. Right, in place equal to true. This will actually change the contents of the, so now you see nothing is displayed, but if you print this data frame, it is renamed. Alright, so now this is how you can rename a column. Alright,